flake off.
The top is beginning to rotate like a screw. The thing must be hollow.
Hey, she's a-moving. Look, the darn thing's unscrewing.
Keep back there. Keep back, I tell you.
Hey, maybe there's men in it trying to escape. It's red hot. They'll burn to a cinder.
Keep back there. Keep those idiots back.
She's off! The top's loose! Look out there!
Stand back!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most terrifying thing I have ever witnessed.
This is Bayonne, New Jersey, calling Langham Field. Come in, please. Come in, please.
This is Langham Field. Go ahead.
This may not be a very good time to talk, but in our job, we can't always wait.
It is true. There has been some trouble with us. A man.
One of your people?
One of us, and yet not one of us. He has no feeling for his people. He makes them into animals with his cheap whiskey.
This is good air we're breathing now.
Breathe deep, then it's free.
Listen. Why don't you do what I'm asking you to do? Why don't you let me go to the phone, talk to my brother, and let him know I'm here?
When you get to where you're going, they'll give you a little piece of paper to fill out. Who your relatives are, who can come to see you. Then they'll send him a letter telling him what the visiting days are.
I mean, he can be here in 10 minutes.
I'm supposed to keep you away from the public, period.
Frankly, Mr. Grogan, I almost believe you.
Suit yourself. I'm telling you, I never did know who came into that steam room and worked over Rocky Virgil. I couldn't have testified if I'd wanted to.
But you will testify to what happened last night.
After what they did to Lou, I'll sing for you like a bluebird when the big day comes along. Right now, if you don't mind, Mr. Gerson, I got Sugar Boy Romero on my mind.
Why did you close the door on me?
Get out, quickly.
What in the world is that thing? What is it? Where did it come from?
He'll kill you. He locked it. He locked it.
Admiral.
Oh, go on. Get it over with.
I still need you to reach Seaview, Admiral.
When we do, you'll kill me.
Consider the alternative.
With this sun, we can only last a few days anyway.
Then with luck, perhaps you may have the pleasure of watching me die. You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
Cole Thornton?
That's right.
I'm Bart Jason. I've been expecting you. Get off your horse and make yourself comfortable.
I won't be here long enough for that. Here's what's left of your expense money. Sorry about the rest of it, but that's a chance you take. I've decided against working for you.
Before you even talked about it? No, you wouldn't do that.
Don't you care how many people you kill? They're inferior. They're the great unwashed. Plymouth Rock should have landed on the Pilgrims.
What do you plan to do?
Single-handedly level this great nation into one huge sand pile and rebuild it to be inhabited only by machines and me.
In a potentially violent confrontation, it's imperative that law enforcement officials should conduct themselves with calm and understanding.
Club us. Load us into that paddy wagon out there, and we will bear our scars proudly.
The only scars you'll bear will be splinters, Sister Barbara.
A law officer should always remember to keep his own good humor, even in the face of vituperative comment and obscenity.
Dirty establishment fink.
Look, miss, would you try answering the questions as I ask them?
Yes, Mr. Grant, I will, but it does seem that you've been asking a lot of very personal questions that don't have a thing to do with my qualifications for this job.
You know what? You got spunk.
Well, yes.
I hate spunk.
But the government passed a law saying a runaway is a runaway in free territory or no. I'm also in the buying business.
He's not for sale.
Most has that $200.
Mister, I wouldn't even sell you for $200.
Well, I don't know. Just don't know. I rarely pay more than $200 for anyone. Lord, it sure is warm.
Bring that hand out of there. Empty.
I may not be leaving you much, but I sure am leaving you sins to carry. 2 men killed, what I did to your mother. Letting Tom grow up like wild grass. God watches.
But I thought you didn't believe in God, Pa.
Pay up. Pay up, God says. Pay up, sinner.
I mean, you have this story already written, and the only place you have been is the men's room.
I don't have to do legwork if what I'm doing is a think piece.
Ah, now we have it. A think piece. You just want to sit down and do some writing, don't you, Rossi, huh? You don't want to report. You want to show us how many words you know.
You know the trouble with you? You're moody. Just my luck, I get you at a bad time.
Yeah, middle age.
African mumbo-jumbo's what it is, more than likely.
Oh, Mr. Slater, I don't understand a syllable of their language, but I believe I can guess what they're saying down there.
What might that be, sir?
They're telling us to sleep lightly, Mr. Slater. But then I've not slept well since this voyage began.
I know the wherefore that, I believe, sir.
Possibly, Mr. Slater, possibly you do. I'm not proud about what's happened up here. But I can't see, Murphy. I can see the people out there. Not just the hookers, the pimps, and the junkies. But those people are trying to build something up here. And I want them to know who's running this precinct. I want them to know that this precinct isn't a clubhouse or a freak show, but the house of the law. And that the law means something in their lives. And that it's there to serve them. That's the book, Murphy. You got a better way?
And yet, all this blubbering over that no-cut son of a bitch. They're bawling like they knew the man. Makes me want to puke.
Gotta say, Chief, the president was shot.
A bullshit president. I don't see anybody crying for all those thousands of Cubans that bastard condemned to death and torture at a Bay of Pigs. All these goddamn peace treaties.
I can't do anything right.
Buddy, you're more of an elf than anyone I ever met. And the only one who I would want working on my sleigh tonight.
Really?
Really? Will you fix it for me, buddy?
I'll try. Papa taught me how.
You gotta find it first. It dropped off the sleigh back over there a ways.
The engine.
The engine. Go, buddy. Go, Mr. Elf.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54.
Slow down.
Sweat Lodge 12.
Kid!
Are you in need of
Thank
any
you, but I don't need any
today?
help.
Al.
Proceed.
Good afternoon.
Let's skip to the end.